As the founder of Immjuss LLC, I am proud to offer services that can help improve your mood and overall quality of life. I understand the importance of self-care and mental health. I have dedicated my time to discovering how art, music, and smells can help bring joy into people's lives. Immjuss LLC offers a wonderful collection of paintings, extraordinary scented candles made with natural herbs and flowers, consulting services for advice and listening, as well as moon water. Visit immjussllc.com, no matter your needs or desires.
Talking late night, raw paper, late flights, young barracuda watching for them gray whites, way bright stage lights, they might just take the pipe if I play it right, aim tight, go bananas, take a bite, hold the hammers, might take your life in your pajamas, play it right and take a hike to Alabama, I'm gone, I be in and out the spot, I ain't got no time to talk, nigga, I'm gone, I be on and off the road, I be living like a boss, nigga, I'm gone, shawty do it like a bitch, knock the pussy out the park, nigga, I'm gone, we been racing to the money, I been winning from the start, nigga, I'm in your city with
I'm glad I was on this page, y'all, because if I wasn't on this page, I wouldn't known I was muted. What's up, you guys? What is up? Okay, let's talk about what nobody is talking about. All right, let's talk about the real underlying problem of what is going on and why Diddy was able to get away with this for so many generations. Let's talk about, because they want us to look on the surface. But you know, I've always liked to take people a little further than the surface. I was going to make this a whole different video, and I still might, because I'm not really going to I'm not going to go in depth. I'm gonna tell y'all what you know, the little bit on here. So I might make this a whole nother video within itself. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys a little background, and it's the reason I'm doing this, and it's the reason I'm talking about this first, because once I start talking about Diddy and Cassie and stuff like that, I want you guys to see it from where I'm looking at it from. First of all, I don't like abuse. I don't like abusers. I don't think this is okay, and I don't like it at all. I don't think anything about this situation is okay. I don't like it. It's a lot of this coming out, and it's the reason that it's a lot of this coming out, and I'm gonna talk about that too. All right, so let's talk about this, y'all. Yes, please hit the like. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe, y'all. So this is MK Ultra. if you don't know what the MK Ultra is, the MK Ultra is central. It's the Central Intelligence Agency's project. You know what I'm saying? It was originally started in it was called the Bluebird when it first started, and that was in like 1948 or like 1948 or 49 or something like that. Then they changed the name to Artichoke, and then later the name was adopted MK Ultra. The MK Ultra program is a mind control. Hey, Ruth, babe. The MK Ultra program is a mind control program that the CIA started. This is something else I'm gonna talk about on my channel. Let me write this down, y'all, because you know you good sis got ADHD. So let me write this down because one of the things that they do is a lot of the like slavery, Holocaust, they use that as a way to experiment on a large group of people. So I'm gonna talk about that, but hold on. Okay, so the MK Ultra project, it was they had really started it. No, they didn't start it, but it was kind of like perfected. That's the word. It was perfected in Germany during the Holocaust. You know, while they had the Holocaust in the Holocaust survivors, not survivors, but you know the people of the Holocaust. While they had them in there, they were running experiments on them, and one of them was this experiment, the MK Ultra, or I believe at that time it was probably Bluebird. And so what they did was they would put people through tremendous trauma. All right. And the reason they did that is to make them split their personality splits. Have you noticed that there's a lot of like celebrities that say, "Oh, I have a DID." Now let me tell you, this dissociative identity disorder, otherwise known as what is that, DID, or multiple personality disorder, that is not something that a lot of people have. Like that's not very often. Like that's not like something that people just be like, "Oh yeah, we got multiple personalities up in here." That's not a club that like a lot of people are a part of. I promise you it's not. Hey D, hey Matt, that's D. I don't know why I be thinking you and Matt the same person sometimes. I don't know why. Okay. All right, so the MK Ultra, that's like the main one, and I have up here. Let me see if I should change. Let me see. I have up here. This right here is a report from the CI, from the joint hearing of the Select Committee on Intelligence and the Subcommittee on Health and Scientific Research. I wanted to put this up here as an actual document, government document, so you guys can see that I'm not just blowing smoke up your butt. This is the actual project. This is a project that I am not playing about when I tell you. At first, what it was called, hold on, let's see. At first, on paper, it was called like a project on, you know, DRUGS and the effect on the human body. They called it the DRUGS project. Let's go to it. Let me see. Here it is. Oh, I'm sorry. Testing and use of chemical and biological agents on the Intelligence Committee. So, Project Chatter was a Navy program that began in the fall of 1947, responded to the amazing results achieved by Soviets using the Truth DRUG. Project Bluebird / Artichoke, the earliest of the CIA's major program involving the use of chemical and biological agents. Project Bluebird was approved by the director in 1950, and its objectives were discovering means of conditioning personnel to prevent unauthorized extractions of information from them by known means, investigating the possibility of control of an individual by application of special interrogation techniques, torture, memory enhancement, and establishing defensive means for preventing hostile control of agency personnel. That means keeping everybody quiet, hush, hush, and docile. Let me see if I can make this bigger. Oh, I can, y'all. Ooh, so y'all can read it too. Hold on, what I just do? Because y'all know this, my thing is touch screen. So I be y'all know I be messing up stuff. Your good sis, I be touching stuff. So I made it bigger so y'all can see it for yourself. So you know what I'm saying, what literally they wanted to do was they wanted to learn how to control people. All right. And they did it. It was horrible. It was really horrible. But honestly, the end objective was to be able to control the actual a control of society. It was the MK Ultra. That's the major ones. The MK Ultra is the major one. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay, yeah. That was the major one. And then you have like stuff like psychological operations, which is something else I'm gonna talk about. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like psychological operations is like based on like three factors like neurologic, no, neurologic programming. Why can't I say that? I don't know why I can't say that. So that's like the use of like certain words and stuff like that to program people, or to program your brain and stuff like that. And don't get me wrong, this all kind of stems from this project that we're looking at right now. It's a reason that I'm trying to quickly tell y'all about all of this. But it's like, okay, so you have, well, the neuro, I can't say that word, but that's to affect the way the person consciously perceives reality. You know what I'm saying? And so then you have number two, and then it's like critical factor bypass, right? And critical factor bypass is where, you know what I'm saying, you can get somebody, you could do something or say something to so much that you can get somebody to bypass their critical thinking. Like, oh my God, this isn't good. Like we would collectively know that it's not good. But they have found a way to try to get you to bypass, and that to your critical thinking. And that is called critical thinking bypass. And they do that by like just, like putting it in our media, our newspapers, like having us see it in TV and making it look normal when we all know that it's not normal. Then they, you know what I'm saying, they teach it in schools and stuff like that. So that's the second thing that you do, or that they do. And this is all, just stay with your good sis, because I'm gonna bring it around. I'm gonna bring it around. I promise you, I'm gonna bring it around. We're gonna get to the whole Diddy thing. I'm gonna bring it around. I'm doing this one for just stay with your good sis, okay? All right, so, and you do it, you have a very specific message, and you repeat that same message over and over and over again. You do it in the schools, you do it on TV. It's just like you keep it. Hold on, y'all, somebody at my door. Oh, I had to look. Ain't nobody. All right, I'm sorry, my bad. All right. So what happens with that is that the subconscious mind, because your subconscious mind see it everywhere, your subconscious mind believes that it's true. And this is what happens with a lot of stereotypes and stuff like that. A lot of people, we think on a subconscious level. We really don't think on a conscious level. Our conscious level is what puts the block up and what stops us from saying some of the things that's on our subconscious mind. That's what, you know what I'm saying? So what they want to do is they want to learn how to talk, or they want to learn how to talk to the subconscious level, on to a community or a society as a whole. So they want to program your conscious mind. So based on like I cannot say neurolinguistically, I can't say it, y'all. I'm so sorry. Okay, it's how you spell that? Neurolingustically. I don't know why I can't say it. Neurolinguistically programmed individual, like, or and like mass neurolinguist, the programming the populations. You do that through critical factor bypass. That's how you get to in a wide range of people. All right, so when you do that, that creates something called mass formation hypnosis, y'all. And like that's like what 20 to 30% of the population believes the external stimuli, because it's like, well, if I'm seeing it everywhere, it got to be true. Now, y'all got to stick with me. I know I cannot say that word, but please stick with me. Please stick with me. I don't know why I can't pronounce that right now. Y'all hit the like for your good sis, please. But I can't, and I'm not looking at the chat or at that. I'm looking at this document. So please stick with me, because your good sis, I am struggling with that word. That word is whooping my ass. I ain't gonna hold you. But however, that's how, you know what I'm saying, by bypassing that and by people seeing this like a certain thing everywhere, like oh, you know, like the movie, oh, what's that movie's name, where he put on the glasses and he could see stuff, but he take them off and it don't look the same, but it pretty much is saying the same thing. Y'all know which movie I'm talking about. All right, so you know what I'm saying, by doing that, by, you know, putting that into a society for a long enough time, you can have enough people in that society or in that area believe that what that is true. Okay. Oh, y'all, that was struggling with that mother effing word. Your good sis was struggling. You know, you could have enough, and if you get 20 to 30 people to believe it, you're pretty good. However, y'all, however, if only 5%, it's either 3 or 5. If that much of, like, between 3 or 5% amount of people go up against it and stand up and be like, yo, this is not okay, then there is a way that you can actually break that programming. If enough people come forward and be like, you know, and try to wake the other 30 or 20% up and be like, yo, this is not okay. Just be, you know, it's you can actually bypass it. Okay. And that is on mass. That is on a mass scale right there. All right. So y'all, that was a lot. That was a lot. So you know, but I'm not finished with MK Ultra. So back to this in MK Ultra. What I just said, that was just, I just wanted to throw that in there, because MK Ultra, I understand, is on a one person basis. However, I said what I just said because I wanted you guys to understand why they're doing this. Because if you can get enough MK Ultra people that are individually controlled, hold on, I got sneeze. I'm sorry, that are individually controlled, you can get enough of the population to have critical thinking bypass, where they bypass the critical thinking of their function. All of this, is on the CIA. You can get it. You can get it. I promise you can. All right. So MK Ultra, child, let me tell you. MK Ultra, it was bad. Even Bill Clinton had to come out and apologize for it. One of the things that they do is they I don't know how much of this I can say on YouTube. Oh, maybe it's on here. Oh, this word right here. They specially interrogate people. Okay, specially interrogate. Y'all know what that is. And a lot of times this is done modern day time. We're talking about now. A lot of times this is done in hospital settings where people are put in quote unquote mental facilities and giving drugs. And one of the favorite ones back then was I wonder if it says it on here, was where they shock you. That shock therapy, that's what it is. So they shock therapy you, and they give you psychedelics. And that was what they was experimenting with the psychedelics back then with this one. So let me see. It says right here, no, there was no damage done to individuals who volunteered for experiments. Overseas interrogations utilizing a combination of sodium pentothal and and hypnosis. It's also, they also use hypnosis, what is suggestive thinking, suggestive therapy. That's also a way people bypass your consciousness and talk to your subconsciousness. So Yeah, it says after physical and psychiatric examinations of the subjects were also part of artichoke. So what happened was this MKNAOMI. It was a major CIA program in the area of MK Ultra. And what happened with MK Ultra is it split up. It split up into a lot of different sub experiments. And what they did was they started giving people psychedelics without their knowledge. And when I say without their knowledge, I'm talking about cities. They put it in a city water. They put it in the water in a city to see how it will work on a population that wasn't under control of like the CIA and all that stuff like that. All right, hold on, I'm back. Hold on. Let me see. Hey, Kayshawn. Hey, how you doing? I'm sorry. I'm looking at this because your good sis, I be in the zone, y'all. All right, so what they started doing was they started using it on people that did not know that they were using it on them. Okay. And that was not okay. That wasn't okay. And hold on, here we go. MK Ultra was approved by the DCI. It says the research and the manipulation of human behavior is considered by many authorities in medicine and related fields to be professionally unethical. Therefore, the reputation of professional participants in the MK Ultra program are on occasion in jeopardy. It says some MK Ultra activities raise questions of legality, right? It says a final phase of the testing of MK Ultra products placed the rights and the interest of the U.S. citizens in jeopardy. The program was over 10 years. It says many additional avenues to the control of human behavior were designed as appropriate for investigation under the MK Ultra charter. These include radiation, electroshock, various fields of psychology, psychiatry, sociology, anthropology, and grapology, harassment substances, and paramilitary devices. The research and development of materials used for altering human behavior consisted of 3 phases. First, the search for material suitable for study. And let me see, by doing that, it was like they did a test. They would test people and they did a personality assessment. And the personality assessment came out with 3. Either 1 is intermittence or something like that. And then F is flexible and A is adaptable. Intermediate. Y'all. To see if they could put them, to see if they can test them, or if they're not, if they can't be controlled. So what did they do? Nowadays, it's a family thing, y'all. Nowadays, what they do is if your grandfather or your father is a part of this, or it's a family thing. That's why that's one of the reasons I be telling y'all, and I've told y'all in a couple of videos, everybody in the industry is related. All right. It says the researchers developed materials to be used for altering human behavior. 3 phases. First, the search for materials suitable for study. Second, laboratory testing on voluntary human subjects in various types of institutions. Now, there's various types of institutions. One of the things I tell you guys is when a celebrity gets unalived, 9 times out of 10, the person that did it just got out of the mental facility or just got out of jail. Think about Nipsey's. He left the mental institution, came back, and then why would you go back to the mental institution if you just hurt somebody? Y'all gotta look. When I'm doing this for a reason, y'all just pay attention, just listen. Just welcome to the mind of your good sis. Okay. Okay. Third is the application of MK Ultra materials in a normal life setting. And that's why I said it's a family thing. It's in a normal life setting, right? Okay. Now, hold on, let me see. The search was standing arrangements. Okay, for suitable materials was conducted through standard arrangements with specialists in universities, pharmaceuticals. Listen. The search for suitable materials, the search for people. Listen to me. The search, I'm reading a government document. The search for suitable materials, and suitable materials are people. The search for good people was conducted through standing arrangements with specialists in universities, pharmaceutical houses, hospitals, state and federal institutions, and private resource organizations. The annual grants of funds to these specialists were made under other research, like for saying it's for something else, by concealing the CIA's interest from the specialist institution. The next phase of MK Ultra programming involved physicians, toxicologists, and other specialists in mental, narcotic, and general hospitals, and in, what does that word say? Prisons. I told y'all. Utilizing the products and finding of this basic research phase, they conduct intensive tests on human subjects. Intensive. One of the first studies was conducted by the National Institute of Mental Health. This study was intended to test various drugs, including hallucinogenics. They said that everybody volunteered. Do you think they volunteered? And look, they would, y'all remember back in those flower child days where everybody was doing hallucinogenic. That's why I said something about the mass hypnosis, because by the time them flower childs and stuff was born, they knew, they had learned how to have people bypass their critical thinking. And they targeted the younger generation. Everybody was out there with Woodstock doing what? What were they doing at Woodstock, y'all? What did they use to have the kids want to do that at Woodstock? The industry. I try to tell people the industry, I've been saying this for a long time, the industry is connected to this, to the CIA, the FBI, all of them. They're all connected. I've said this so many times, but I'm going kind of deeper down the rabbit hole. But the reason why I want to go down this is because I want y'all to understand. Okay, so now that I got y'all understanding about MK Ultra, okay, so hold on. It's other ones. They got MK Ultra, then they got MK Delta. That was established to govern the use of MK Ultra materials abroad. Such material was used in a number of occasions because MK Ultra records was destroyed. MK Delta materials was used for harassment, discrediting, or disabling purposes. Drugs were used primarily as an aid to interrogate, but MK Delta materials were also used for harassment, discrediting, or disabling purposes. Subjects. The CIA has developed 6 DURS for operational use, and they have been used in 6 different operations in total of 33, subjects. So, LSD, of course. Let me see. Potential intelligent use of that drug. Third phase, Project Third Chance, that Darby had unvolunteer subjects were interrogated after receiving LSD. So they didn't know they had it. They just gave it to them. The radioactive testing programs, the Tuskegee. No, what did I say? No, it says rationale. I'm sorry. The rationale for the testing programs. Hold on. as the chief medical staff of the CIA agency wrote, there is ample evidence in the report. This is when they're trying to say that he was trying to say he wasn't a part of them giving people, you know what I'm saying, LSD without them knowing. So, and that's how the death of Frank Ocean, if you didn't know, they drugged that whole building without the knowledge, and he jumped out the window. And they did that to see how people was going to act. It's right here, November 18th. Group of 10 scientists from the CIA. It was their own folks, and Camp Dietrich attended a semi-annual review and analysis conference, and and that they say that is the experiment. God damn, that's horrible. So, all right, I want to talk to you guys about another branch of MK Ultra. MK Ultra has branched out into a few different subdivisions, I should say. And one of the subdivisions they call Project Monarch, after the monarch butterfly, right? And the reason they call it Project Monarch and they name it after the butterfly is because they have found out that you can actually program the monarch butterfly. You can program it. And so that's why they named the Project Monarch after. And butterflies are beautiful. They're beautiful and you can program them. So that's why they called it Project Monarch. So what they did was they would take, and please trigger warning. I put a trigger warning. I'm putting a trigger warning on this. I'm putting a trigger warning on this. Trigger warning. Please. This is very hard stuff to listen to. So what they did was they took everything they knew from Project Monarch and they put it on children. And then what they did was they wanted to use them for different things. It was more than one things that they wanted to use it for. So they had what was it? They had alpha. They had alpha, right? And this was the brainwave because they used sound. They also used sound too, but you know what I'm saying. There was different programs. One of them was alpha. Alpha was a gender based, and the people that was programmed under program alpha was used in agendas that was like gender based. Sometimes with alpha, Project Alpha, allegedly, I don't know all the details, but they will be born one way and you put them another one, or experimentations. I don't know. I'm just saying. Then you had beta, and beta was love programming. And you had delta. Delta was like I guess like how you like a Manchurian candidate type stuff. And then you had theta was like psychic. Check out Project. Oh, what was that? It's not Project Bluebeam. Stargate. Check out Project Stargate for that. All right. So what I'm going to talk about in Monarch programming is beta, also known as beta love kittens. And what they would do, and it's not just girls. Believe me. What they would do is they would have, and it started in the womb, right? And then they would make them have a traumatic birth, where 9 times out of 10 they would have a C-section, because a C-section is very traumatic for the child and for the parent. And then the mother would like love bomb them for like the first couple of years, and then after that, the mother was used. They would get like real distant, and that would make that would traumatize the kid, like, you know what I'm saying, on some narcissistic stuff that causes trauma, and then later on the parent or the mother, because the mother has the closest tie to the kid, the mother would a trigger warning, they would not only co-sign the love abuse, they would also participate in it sometimes. All right. And this would start at the age of like, what age did they start that at? Like around 3 or 4. I think it's between like 3 and 5, I believe. that they would do that, because after a while you can program a child, you can program the hell out of a kid. Oh, but before 5, I know it's before 5 or 6, you can't be that old, but you can program a kid. So what they did, and this isn't, I promise you, this is not my word, y'all. This is not my words. They would create, and y'all listen to me when I say this, they would create a honeycomb of self-contained departments in the child's brain. What will happen is the trauma will be so much that the child will have to dissociate, and then it'll split. Their mind is split, and when their mind splits, you can literally like create people in their head. You can make them other people, right? All right. So, and they use the word specifically honeycomb. All right. And they did that with the MK Ultra techniques. And so what? Oh, hold on, sis. I'm gonna get there. Wait a minute. I'm gonna get there, because what y'all don't know about Walt, I'm gonna tell you. And I don't want this to be too long. It's already long enough. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. And so what they would do is there were different kind of programs under there. Okay. They had metals programming, and metals programming it was like a what is that, reward programming. You know what I'm saying? And Jules programming as well. And that's, though they're both like reward programming. And once I tell y'all this, y'all are not gonna be able to, y'all gonna be able to see it everywhere. Y'all ain't gonna be able to not notice it. And so, like, let's start with the Jules program. The Jules program, the first jewel is amethyst, and amethyst is used as, like, they give them the first one, and it's like for keeping a secret. You know how to keep your mouth closed, and you're not going to tell, and you ain't never going to tell. And that's the first step of discipline that they have to pass under the program. Okay. Each step is linked. Each step of the programming and passing your programming is linked to like a jewel or a metal. Okay, or a metal. All right. So ruby is like next, and is linked to, like, love abuse and love altars. That's beta. So they create love altars in the kid. And then, once they completed that and they did a good job, they get a ruby. And then the emerald is later. And that's considered like really precious, and is linked to family loyalty. And then that's when they learn the occult, and they, achievement like that. And then, the emeralds will usually have some type of pet or something like that, linked to them. The highest gemstone that they can get for the programming is diamond. And, not everybody will get it. And that is when you have passed a lot of tests, and you have hold on, you passed how many? It's 12. It's 12 steps of discipline. And you'll have like the highest family loyalty, and they give you like a secret mission, and you did it, and all this other stuff. Okay. So that's that with that. And a lot of times they'll be given the jewels, and when they be like, oh, don't you want to be a ruby, or if you do this you'll be a emerald, and you want to be an emerald, don't you? And you know what I'm saying, they make them feel good about all of that stuff that they're doing. So the metals, I believe it's like bronze the lowest to platinum, and platinum is the highest, right? Now I'm getting somewhere with this. I am getting somewhere with this. And a lot of times the kids that come from these families, they either deal with metal or Jews program. Jewels. It depends on the family. Like I'm guessing if like you're a low ranking family in this where, you know what I'm saying, you'll get the metals. If you're a higher ranking family and you've been in it longer, you'll get the jewels. And as your generations go in these programs, you'll go from metals to jewels. But this is all CIA stuff. This is, look, y'all, this is all CIA stuff. I ain't look. So that is Project Monarch. A lot of times you could tell Project Monarch the beta, the love, beta, love. Y'all remember the beta means love. A lot of times you could tell the project love beta because they wear certain stuff. Hold on. I'm gonna show you. Hold on. I don't know why I ain't have this up. And remember, that's Project Monarch. And that is the one of the subdivisions. One of the and if you don't know what I'm talking about, please watch Manchurian Candidate. That's what Manchurian Candidate. Watch that. Oh, I don't want to take that. All right, hold on. I want y'all to see something. Because there's no such thing as a coincidence. Now, what is the reason? Tell me, what's the reason, y'all? So one of them is butterfly that that they are worn. That's worn. And you'll see them like what is it? Look at what's her name? What's her name? Mariah Carey. Hold on. Look at Mariah Carey. She loved a butterfly, y'all. And another one that is used because you know it's beta love kittens is beta. And not only that, but these also have spiritual meanings. And I'm gonna get into that too. And one of the reasons I'm not getting into all that right now is because I was supposed to just be doing a quick live. So hold on. Let me see. And you know, there you see it. So child. During their programming and traumatization, they'll tell them to follow the white rabbit. And to follow the white rabbit to Wonderland. Now, let's talk about why. Let's talk about Disney World. Walt Disney was a CIA agent, right? He was very high up there. I ain't gonna hold you. That's why they got a Club 33. Did you know Disneyland is like they what is it? Impunity to the United States. They have a complete sovereignty. Like the police cannot roll up in Disneyland. Disneyland is its own world. I promise you. Look it up if you don't believe me. Look it up, right? Because Walt Disney created Disneyland, and that is one of the ways how they mass produced the MK Ultra brainwashing techniques to where as though the children, now remember I told you it starts with the children, are like shown suggestive and images that they don't really need to see. It starts with the children. And a lot of times with the beta, another reason why, and if you see with people with beta programming, they don't just dress in like with butterflies or with leopards. It's rabbits or it's bunnies or it's inanimate fruit or like fruit. He liked to call me peaches when we get this nasty. You know what I'm saying? When you slip into one of the altars, depending on what the person like, that altar will have a name, and 9 times out of 10 the name is associated with not a person but like an inanimate object, like a rabbit, a fruit, a cat, you know. And so stuff like that. And so one of the things that they are is a mouse. Have you ever heard someone say, oh, you got to shrink yourself and be really quiet like a mouse? Yes, Mickey. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, Disney is filled with not just that kind of stuff, because Disney is used in some of the programming, but it also has, Disney is also filled with like spiritual stuff in it and occult stuff. And I'm gonna do a video on that separately. But I want you to know that Disney is used, for that. And they would, give the kids the serums and like Kool-Aid and stuff like that. All right. So Monarch beta programs was also used for stuff like blackmail and stuff like that. Look it up. Google how many celebrities was CIA agents. Look it up. Look, if y'all think look it up. Look it up. Okay. Look, I'm not lying to you. So a lot of times the people that are in the industry have been in the industry for a long time. They didn't just like wake up one day and was like, despite what they want to tell you, they didn't just wake up one day and end up in the industry. I promise you they didn't. I promise you they didn't. And Diddy, now I say all that to say this. Hold on. Matter of fact, I want y'all to see something. Hold on. I want y'all to hear something. Hold on. Y'all hear this? Y'all remember this?
What happened to me, and they took it too far. It was like American History X. Like my head was on the side of the curve, and the exact people that I called out kicked my head. We found out that my trainer was a MK Ultra Canadian intelligence.
He worked in the defense research and development in the Canadian military, essentially working on psyops in the Canadian military. This is Harley Pasternak.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, look, they tried to medicate me. I was exhausted. They wrongly diagnosed me. When I asked them, how much lithium did you want to put me on exactly? It took them 4 days to answer because they were embarrassed about the amount, right? And I refused to take this, right? You understand that if I had taken the medication, I would not be here, and it would have been, he was deeply troubled. We miss him. We love his music, though.
Well, they would have Britney Spears too. I mean,
they would have Michael Jackson
or worse, yeah. So look at what they did. Look at what they did to Britney. When she went in, she was tired, she was exhausted, she was in a bad way. But 10 years of that medication wrecked her brain. You can see it now. You can see there's not much of her left.
I'm gonna tell you how this is partial misinformation, because Britney Spears is part of that family. She's part of that family, and look who she had married, and a backup dancer. All right, so I put that up there because I wanted you guys to understand. I want you guys to understand what is really going on in the industry. And a lot of people, I don't even know. Look, with Cassie, I don't know how, but I'm pretty sure she has been a part of that whole thing. You know what I'm saying? I am pretty sure. And a lot of times these families and these people, they're behind the scenes. Now I read to you guys where they get these people from. So if your people's made it, it was like, oh, back in the day, you know what I'm saying, they was part of the experiment and it was successful, and then they just keep bringing y'all in. Why do you think everybody in the industry is cousins? Why do you think they're all cousins? Have you noticed that whenever someone starts, quote unquote, acting different, they are rushed to either the hospital, they go to jail, and then they come out a totally different person? All right, back to Diddy and Cassie. Diddy, honeycombs. Remember what I told you a honeycomb was in MK Ultra? He was using, if you go and you read the what Cassie put out on him. Everything that Cassie said is a MK Ultra tactic. She was made to go out there and do stuff with people. And she's not the only person. She's not the only person that Diddy was doing this with. Diddy did this with J-Lo. Diddy did this with, hold on, let me show you guys. Diddy was doing this with a lot of people. Hold on. And Diddy isn't the only one doing this at all. He is not. I really don't want you guys to think that Diddy is the only one doing this. Hold on. Let me see if I can find. Hold on. All right. I don't want you guys to think for a second Diddy is the only one doing this. So here, watch this.
This is shit that goes on. But this is a little fruit pie. It's a fruit pie. It's a fruit pie. Trust me. I see these little weird ass pictures and shit like that out there. Shit out there for no reason. You don't see accident pictures will be like kissing me. Like that doesn't happen by accident. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm telling you. We want to thank you. Come here. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close to the bed. But it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it. You did it.
No. I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. Shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna go this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even I don't want it to come close to the bed at all. I should look like he fresh off a goddamn plane. I should.
Fresh off the guard stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, pause, but like that's how. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the frosted flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the frosted flakes because he used to always get up early. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world.
Yo, what the fuck did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this for me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the frosted flakes. And we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen, that was fucking stupid.
Listen. We're having a good time. Yo, your usher made it in the. Hey, yo.
I moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
The reason he sent him to Puffy's house is because Puffy was an enforcer. He broke these kids in. Okay. And he did it with the boys. I told you it was boys and girls. They wanted to see if their programming was actually taking effect, and his parents sent him to Puffy's house. Listen to this. Listen. Now, remember everything I just said to you guys. Listen.
Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
camp.
what it was. To something called Puffy Crazy Thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right?
And I lived with Sean Puffy Combs, moved to New York City. And I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A.
His parents let him move with Sean Puffy Combs for a year. R. Kelly. That girl's parents allow her to go live with R. Kelly. Aaliyah.
Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really.
Come on.
But hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was but I don't know if I could indulge in
13, remember, in Jules training, 13 was emeralds. When you get an emerald, you get an emerald at around the age of 13 years old. And hold on, which was emeralds is like rubies. Remember, rubies was the love you know, when you was doing good at, you know what I'm saying, giving out, you know, the loving and all that stuff. And if you didn't think about it, I mean, think about it. Ruby's is red and Sassy Red, and what is she? MK, if y'all think this is a joke, it's not. I promise you. So what was Emerald? I think because Diamonds was the last, the highest one, where, you know what I'm saying, you get a diamond when you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to think. So what? Yeah, Ruby is, you know, love, and the emerald is like 12 to 15, and that's considered very precious and is linked to family loyalty, witchcraft, and spiritual achievement. That's what an emerald is in the monarch beta love kitten programming.
Understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, you know, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand it.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans.
And your parents
Jodeci,
were
Mary
okay?
J. Blige, they didn't know nothing about this shit.
Oh.
I was having a good time. You know what I mean?
Does he have you?
They knew, Usher. They knew.
Doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat, or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem.
Yeah.
I had like, you know,
What
like
a
a living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
See?
This have music in it, but he's pretty much calling a Meek Mill baby. That's Diddy. He's on Diddy's Instagram live. And he's pretty much calling Meek Mill's baby and saying he did good, you did good, you did good. And this him hugging up. That has music too, I think.
Man, it's been one of them motherfucking nights. I should have took some pictures before. Nice, it's the end of the night, and it was motherfucker. When I get to and
Oh dang, I didn't mean to do that. I thought it was gonna go.
This is shit that goes on. But there's a little fruit.
But and Diddy ain't the only one to do this. Diddy is not the only one to do this. Hold on. I want to show y'all, because he is not. Did y'all see this? Because I saw this, and when I saw this, I was like, oh, let me tell you, all of them do it. All of them do it. And it's just, it's no morals. It's no morals. Look.
Man, Mike. I'm gonna come hug you right now. I'm coming to hug you. Big hug. Get out and love each other. Now this the motherfucker who did it though. See, this the motherfucker that did it. What up, Mike? Get up off me, dog. You heard me, Mike? Get up off me, man. Look, this man on my legs, dog. Get this man. Don't be making fun of me when I'm drunk. You're gonna get another drunken hug tonight. I don't care what anyone says. You're getting a drunken hug. You too. You too. Drunken hugs are coming tonight.
So as you watched in that video, that was Lil Baby and Meek Mill checking Michael Rubin for hugging.
They wasn't checking him. They gotta get funding. And if y'all think the women are only one out here doing what they got to do for a couple of dollars, they're not. They're not. Cassie said that Diddy would make her do stuff with other people. Hopefully, Cassie putting out this $30 million suit will open people's eyes to the fact that MK Ultra is real. The Monarch Project is real. A lot of these people They go through a lot, man, and they can't say nothing because you heard part of the programming. You get that Ruby by bit. You got to be loyal. Look, how important is loyalty to them? Why do you think they have the shh symbol? It's because they can't say nothing. They can't say nothing. And when they do the when they first test the person, like when I told you when they do the personality test, they want to see, okay, are they strong? Are they gonna be a good assassin? Or are they gonna be, you know, a good love slave? Or, you know, are they gonna be a good a celebrity? And yeah, look, when I tell you that this Diddy thing is an epidemic, is not just a problem, it's an epidemic. And it's all throughout Hollywood. It's horrible. It's bad. Cassie should have never went through none of that. Abuse is not okay. And one of the reasons is my opinion. My opinion, y'all. One of the reasons why they are showing us this is because they want to bypass our cognitive thinking and have us believe that this is okay, and it's not. It's not okay. They want to make a lot of things okay in the public eye. If you haven't noticed, it's like it's so many things at once that's coming at us. Did you hear all the people Usher named that was there when he was there as a kid? Child, y'all. Well, that's what I wanted to talk about. I'm going to leave it at there because I already been on here for 6 hours. Yep, that's what Quincy Jones did to Will Smith. That's what he said. L.A. Reid, look, child. All right, y'all hit that like button and share and all that other good stuff. And I'll be back with more videos, y'all. Y'all have a blessed one. I'm gonna talk about clones next, or Disney. I don't know which one I'm gonna do. I don't know. But I'm gonna let y'all go.